Hi, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Dan Abrams Live, Crisis on the Border. We are live tonight in Arizona and Texas at the border and are going to try something different this hour, right? It's not going to be about politics. We intentionally did not book a single politician. It's not going to be about the finger pointing. It's going to hopefully make us all a little bit more informed about what is actually happening at our southern border and maybe even spur some change. We just got in an exclusive interview with a current border agent. They aren't allowed to talk. It's a big deal. We worked it out with them where we have hid that person's identity, not going to even disclose the person's gender. That's how sensitive this is. It just wrapped up. This agent tells us some amazing things about what they are facing every day and how it's affecting not only their lives, but yours, and how other law enforcement leaders are seeing the border crisis impact what they're doing. We're riding alongside the pros who do this every day. Anything can happen at any moment because we are live, and we will take you to the scenes when it does. It's a quick look at the border. Nearly 2,000 miles of it, from San Diego to Columbus, New Mexico, and Eagle Pass, Texas. And the terrain is different wherever you go. Now, I want to switch some things around here because we were going to go somewhere else. But we have some breaking news because just as we've been preparing for this show, Ali Bradley, NewsNation's border correspondent on the front lines, has been there when they just found 3 migrants trying to hide there, and they've been arrested in Hidalgo County, Texas. Ali, what just happened?
Yeah, hey, Dan. So we're out here. We're actually embedded with an elite brush team with Texas DPS. They're working in conjunction with Border Patrol. So we've got state and federal partners working together. We have the chopper in the air. Let me show you what we just witnessed. So we pulled 3 people out of this. Look at how hard it is down here. This is what they're up against. So they had to get down in there. That's basically a canal, a drainage ditch of sorts. Pulled these 3 individuals out. One young man from Honduras telling us that he was on the hook with the cartel to pay $16,000 to get to Virginia. And guess what, Dan? They're actually working another 2 people that are in the canal further up. So we're going to go up there. We're going to send it back to you here. We're going to keep our feet on the ground, and we're going to go after these other 2 people that are in the water up there.
All right, so remember, this is just happening live down there, and we're going to be staying with Ali Bradley. We're going to go back to her in a moment. Ali, thank you for that reporting. You know what? Let's go now to Pinal County in Arizona. Our senior national correspondent, Brian Enton, is live patrolling there, what they call Smuggler's Highway. Brian, what are you seeing?
Yeah, it's I-10, the nickname Smuggler's Highway. Just a minute ago, we pulled over a semi with Sheriff Lamb here, a semi that's been reported stolen. I'm not sure exactly. He's been talking to the driver, figuring out what's going on. Sheriff Lamb, is this migrant involved? What have you been able to figure out?
Yeah, we're going to check the back right now. It's a stolen trailer. So we're going to check the back. We've seen him in trailers before. It's not uncommon. So because this popped as a stolen plate, we're going to see what's in here right now.
All right, you heard the sheriff say it's not uncommon for migrants to be inside. Doesn't appear there were migrants in here, but I haven't seen them look inside yet. Okay, so it's empty. So the trailer's empty. But again, Smuggler's Highway. We're going to get back out, Dan. Sorry, what did you say, Sheriff?
We just had our state troopers just had a stop not far from here.
Okay.
Where they had people that were here illegally, turned them over to Border Patrol. So this was right about the same time that was happening.
Okay, we'll hit the road, Dan. We'll let you know when we get to the next stop, but it's already busy out here tonight.
All right, Brian Enton sticking around. I mean, look, you can just tell based on what we've just shown you, right? We have 2 correspondents at the border who in the last 10 minutes have seen major activity related to migrants and the border. That's why it's important to be there and to be there live. You don't get that sense without actually watching this stuff as it's happening. All right, so we were just with Ali Bradley, all right? And she said she's going to be going back out to that scene following that story that we were just watching. But she's the one who got this exclusive interview with this current border agent. And again, that is the video. Oh, actually, that video is just coming in. Okay, so that is the video now of the 3 migrants who were just arrested there, hiding in that area. And literally in the last 10 minutes, that came in. The reason we weren't able to show that to you a moment ago is because we just got the video into us. It happened moments before we went on the air. And you heard that Allie Bradley had actually talked to one of them as they were there. And again, you know, this is a quite common occurrence at the border. Actually, before we go to our exclusive interview, let me. Is Sheriff Mark Daniels available for us in Cochise County in Arizona? All right. Hey, Sheriff, I'm sorry to sort of throw this on you. We'd planned to sort of introduce you as part of a panel, but as this news is happening, I wanted to bring you in. You know, for those people who are not at the border, right, seeing all of this activity happening live in real time seems kind of unbelievable, right? They're pulling over one truck with their migrants. There are 3 more. But when you're working at the border, I assume that this is pretty commonplace.
Good evening, Dan, and thanks for having me, and thanks for sharing our reality of this border. Let me just say this. This is the new norm on our borders, whether you're in Texas, New Mexico, or Arizona, California. This is the new norm, whether it's fentanyl, human trafficking, human smuggling, international crime, people coming from all the United States down here to commit international crime. This is what we address every day on our border now.
Yeah. And I think it's important for people to see this happening. As we're showing it happening now in real time, we had no idea whether there would be actually, you know, sort of things happening as we were watching. As you can see, this is all happening now live in real time. All right, Sheriff, we're going to come back to you in a moment because I do want to play this interview that Allie Bradley was able to get with this Border Patrol agent. Now, again, you're going to hear the person's voice is very garbled. That's on purpose. We are protecting this person's identity. This person is not allowed to speak out publicly about their experiences. But the person thought it was that important that they had to get the message out about what border agents are dealing with every day. And this is Allie Bradley with that person.
What do you believe is one of the things that everyday ordinary Americans don't understand about the southern border?
The biggest thing is that we do not control the border. The cartel controls the border. Everything that we do is a reaction to things that they have planned. Usually we're chasing around pawns while the kings and queens are doing whatever they want.
Do you think there are people that are coming over that have the intent to do our neighbors, our friends, our family members harm?
Absolutely. These huge give-up groups that we're getting, you know, the media is only reporting what they can report on, right? Which is, statistically speaking, a small percentage of the actual bad guys that we're catching. Who's getting through? The really good ones we will never catch. You know, you can't pay attention to the matches that are walking through the border when all you can see is the little bonfire. Our border is by no means secure. And even if it was, we don't have the manpower to handle the situation that's happening right now. No one is coming. No one is coming to protect you. Even at the local law enforcement level, we're seeing them be defunded and overwhelmed to where your life has to be threatened for them to make you a priority. So no one is coming, and you better self-help, self-protect.
Person risking a lot to make sure that the public hears those thoughts from a current border agent. Chris Oliveras is with the Texas Department of Public Safety, and he joins us now. All right, so Chris, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. We're just hearing from this border agent with some really difficult things to hear. I would assume, from your perspective, not all that surprising.
No, it's not, Dan. You know, it's not to hear that. I mean, we've heard that before from, Border Patrol agents themselves. I mean, especially agents that we work with in the field, especially right now. I mean, we're actually working with Border Patrol agents, and they constantly tell us, how they are demoralized and how the situation has been so catastrophic just for our country in itself. The fact that we have so many illegal immigrants coming across and criminals and drugs, it really shows the reality of the border situation more than what people realize. And really talking about the criminal networks, the cartels, and how they've been able to expand their criminal enterprise throughout the country when we talk about human smuggling, because every person that comes across that border pays a fee to those cartels. So exactly what that agent is talking about is absolutely true. The cartels do have operational control, but that is why it's important that what you're doing right now and what the show is doing is highlighting the great work that law enforcement is doing every single day on the front lines in these border states. And that is precisely why Governor Abbott, back in March of 2021, launched Operation Lone Star. It's an all hands on deck operation so we can take the fight to these organizations, so we can arrest these criminals and take away these drugs and take away these profits.
It is definitely often a thankless job. And I think that that is one of the things that those of us who aren't on the border need to remember about what those agents are dealing with every day. Before I go to Sal Rivera in San Diego, because I think he's got something there as well, let me play one more piece of sound from the interview with this border agent, because you heard there, we're talking about the cartels, right? Well, this is what this border agent says about who he's more afraid of than the cartels.
When you go into your job every day, are you scared to do your job?
I'm not scared of the people we are having to face every day. And that's because I have a relationship with God. And I already know that He has my back above everyone. As for being scared of the job at like a more earthly perspective, yes. Just the short time that I've been in Border Patrol, I have seen policies change to kind of put agents in harm's way. Our pursuit policy has changed to a point where agents, yes, we are scared to go after the bad guys, because if something bad happens, we have a huge potential of it completely falling on us, and the agency will not back us. That's a huge one, because the agency has kind of put the priority of the illegals and the U.S. citizens and the people that we encounter daily. It's almost like they come before us.
So are you more scared of ramifications from the government than you are from the cartel?
Absolutely. Look at the way you have me presented to do an interview when I'm off duty. I'm terrified to talk to the media because I'm scared of what, the government could do, which obviously would be lose my job, right? Which I don't think is fair.
Wow. That is really depressing to hear, that he's more afraid of how the government's going to respond than the cartels. Can we get Sal Rivera up in San Diego? Sal, you there? All right. He's a correspondent with our border report. He's also live at the border, also seeing something. We've already seen 3 migrants arrested or trying to hide in a ditch. Another truck that's been pulled over in Arizona for possible smuggling. And Sal, what do you got?
Well, Dan, we're in an area of Border Patrol agents called Whiskey 8. This is one of the points along the southern border in the San Diego sector where migrants gather to await to get picked up. And just in the last few minutes, we had Jaime Zapata, his 2 boys, his wife, and 2 other ladies who are here. They just pulled up asking for help. We gave them some water, some bananas, some apples, just to hold them up until Border Patrol agents arrive and do pick them up and take them in for processing. This is a scene that repeats itself many times over throughout the week. Sometimes you have a handful of people, 7 people like we have now. Sometimes you have 300 just at this point. Dan, keep in mind that this is just one of several gathering areas along the border here in the San Diego sector. They're from Peru, right? Your name? Peru. Jaime Zapata.
Jaime Zapata y mi hermana Jessica Zapata y mis hijos.
Okay.
Mi hijo y mi esposa con mi cuñada están heridas. han caído mal y tienen las piernas mal.
Okay.
Queremos que nos ayuden, por favor.
He said this is actually his sister, 2 boys, his wife, and then 2 other sisters. 2 of the women are injured. They fell from the border barrier and they injured their legs, and they're hoping at some point they'll get some medical attention to help them out. But that will be up to the Border Patrol to call in some paramedics to help them guide them out of here. And again, Dan, as I was saying, this is just one of the areas where migrants come across. They overcome the first barrier over there, which is about 75 yards from where we're standing to the south. That is actually the fence that divides Mexico and the U.S. Migrants like Jaime and his family overcome that barrier. They either go over it, through it, or under, and then they end up at places like this, like Whiskey 8, as Border Patrol agents call it, hoping to get picked up to start their asylum process.
Wow. All right. Sal, we'll check back in with you later in the show. As you can tell, we are live in various parts of the border. Let's go back now to Brian Enton, who is in Arizona, in Pinal County, riding with Sheriff Mark Lamb there. Brian, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Dan, we're on I-10. We're headed back towards the border right now in Pinal County. I'm with Sheriff Lamb. We just left the truck. Didn't appear to be a smuggling situation, they don't think. They're still investigating. But we're looking for any other action right now. And it stays busy. I just asked the sheriff, is there a busy time of day? And he basically said no. It's just busy all the time. So we're going to pull over up ahead where he can keep an eye out and look for cars that look suspicious, cars with tinted windows, cars that are weighted down. And what's interesting, I've been with him for a couple of days. Many times it's Americans driving these smugglers. I mean, they can make good money, Dan. $1,000 a person, roughly, they charge. They coordinate with the cartel through WhatsApp. And it's Americans driving them around and taking them into Phoenix and beyond. So we'll keep you posted with what we find.
All right. We're going to be checking back in with you. Thank you, Brian Enton. We're continuing to follow what's happening with Allie Bradley in Texas, with Sal Rivera in San Diego. Throughout the country. This is a special about the border tonight, where we are live. We're focusing on what's really happening across America at the border. Take a look at this chart. Encounters at the southern border over the past few years. This is what our Border Patrol agents are up against. 2.5 million encounters for the whole of last year. That was up from 1.7 just 2 years before. So far this year, 1.3. Looking to be a lot more than last year. It's a lot of work for the roughly 20,000 agents the Border Patrol currently employs. So let's get in a break here. We're going to take a break at this point? All right, let's get in a break. We're live across the border. Special hour of Dan Abrams Live. The border in crisis. We'll hear more from that border agent speaking out, risking it all to get his comments out there. We're going to still talk to law enforcement around the country. Coming right back. We are back with a special edition of the show, Crisis on the Border. We are live throughout the border tonight. You're looking live at what is called the Smuggler's Highway. Brian Enton is there in Pinal County, Arizona. He spent the week there along a patrol with deputies there. And it looks like, before we show something that previously happened, this is live that we're looking at right now. Looks like they're pulling over some sort of vehicle there. We'll go back when we figure out what's happening. In the meantime, here's a little bit of what Brian Enton saw this week in terms of the experience on the border.
How did you come across, since you don't have a visa? Did it expire?
No.
It expired?
Robert John Adams,
Okay.
6 Baker, Robert Adams.
All right. So I am going to call Border Patrol on him, though, okay? Because he doesn't have a visa. He said he's never had a visa. And then I'll have them come out and just verify him at least, and then I'll get you guys on your way. I contacted Border Patrol so they could come out to do an ID check on them. Border Patrol was not answering, and I can't
keep them here on the side of the road. I don't want to violate their rights, even though they're not supposed to be here in the United States. So they were sent on their way for today.
Huh. Kind of amazing. Brian Anton, we just watched that video of you where they had to let some folks go because they couldn't get anyone on the phone.
Yeah, that happens all the time, apparently, because Border Patrol is so busy. And in Arizona, the state law is that they cannot make a state arrest. They have to call in the feds, Border Patrol. But Border Patrol is so busy, they don't answer the phone, they don't show up, and they have to let people go. I want to show you what's going on, though. We just pulled this guy over a second ago. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't want to interrupt Sheriff Lamb. Maybe we can just listen to his mic for a second. Sheriff, can you give us a quick update?
Yeah, so what we got is, couldn't read the tag because the tag's flopping up and down. Made a stop on it, and he doesn't have a valid driver's license. We did check the trunk. He allowed us to look in the trunk. Nothing in the trunk. This would be kind of a typical stop for us, where we might find some type of smuggling. There is some marijuana in the car, but it's a usable amount. It's legal here in Arizona. As long as it's a usable amount, they show me what it was. So we're going to check on him real quick, make sure there's no priors or anything, no arrest warrants, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll let you know, Dan, how this plays out. Obviously, he's got this car now on the side of the road, and he's going to check in and see exactly who this person is.
All right. Brian will be keeping an eye on that and following you there as we continue with this live look at the border. Many, of course, evading detection down there. Take a look at this stat of gotaways. It surged over the last few years, 860,000 last year, 600,000 2022, about 390,000 the year before. Are we going to bring back Allie Bradley now? All right, let's bring back Allie Bradley now, who is live there at the border on the front lines, live with the elite brush team in Hidalgo County, Texas. Allie, you were following up on the incident that you had witnessed minutes before the show started.
Yeah, so we just linked back up with Sergeant Casares, and they did not find the two individuals that they were looking for, so those individuals might become gotaways. Border Patrol is continuing to track them. What's really interesting is we pulled 3 individuals out of this kind of canal area. None of them were in camouflage, Dan, and that's something that we see very regularly in certain parts of the border. In other areas of Texas, that's very normal. But here's the thing. Once they get across this river and they cross the wall, they get into a vehicle, and it's off to the races. It's very quick here. In other areas, they're walking for days in this desolate area. So I want to show you, I actually have what they call like a cartel kit. I actually have the pants and the hoodie here. So it's all like drawstring. It can fit anybody. And they get these over in Mexico. They pay a fee. They get a backpack. Depending on how much they pay, they'll get more things. They'll get painkillers and things like that in their backpack as well. This has a hoodie on it. And guess what? This is a coup de grace here, kind of. This is a carpet shoe. Okay, so this goes right over top of whatever shoes you're wearing. And you put them on, and you're going to leave no tracks. And that's how these individuals are evading. So there's no way to track these individuals. That's tracking sign that they're covering up, Dan. So take a listen to what we uncovered there with the people evading.
So they're that way. What's this? What's here? Oh, look, there's an entry.
They run, hide, and scatter at night and in broad daylight. Now you see them, now you don't. Migrants hiding in thick brush until their paid rides appear under the cloak of darkness. In the Texas and Arizona deserts, law enforcement trying to capture them before they seep into U.S. communities undetected.
So you can see the area where they crawled through, and they've swept out all the brush and the debris that's on the ground.
They're called brush teams on the front lines, trying to flush migrants out one by one with the help of helicopters, drones, and thermal imaging. I caught up with this brush team in the southeast corner of Arizona, in Cochise County, where Sergeant Tal Parker says that he never knows what they'll find.
Are they part of a gang? Are they coming here to do something else?
Authorities encounter 6,100 migrants trying to get into the U.S. daily, some legally, others through hundreds of miles of gaps at the border. They've encountered an estimated 75 people on the terror watch list trying to come into the country illegally so far in 2024. It's a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Law enforcement left to hunt down suspected terrorists and the cartels. Cartels that are infamous in this area of Arizona, carving out a path in a national forest, now well worn by migrants on the move, even equipping them with everything from camouflage hoodies and pants to special coverings that go over shoes to cover their tracks so border agents can't detect them. And while I was being shown the route,
oh, here you go,
I was told
they could be watching us right now.
Wave at him again. Yeah. They're watching us. The one guy has binoculars.
It's just a certain feeling, too, Dan, being out there and being watched constantly. That's what they're up against down here. Cartel always kind of has the high ground, if you will. Now, I just talked with Lieutenant Olivares. We're going to go off because they're tracking another group just north of us. So we're going to go see what we can find out there, Dan.
Allie,
obviously, a lot of stuff.
Before you go, really quickly, I think the question a lot of people have is, okay, what happens to those folks now? We just saw the people that were arrested, right? The 3 people, you just witnessed them being arrested there. Where are they going? Where are they being taken to? What's happening to them?
So there are a myriad of things that come to play here, Dan. It's going to depend on what country they're coming from. If they're coming from Mexico, most likely they're going to be returned almost immediately. If they're coming from other countries, if they're a single adult, they're going to be transported and they're going to be processed, and they're likely going to get a court date that might be 6 years out. That's the reality. Now, when it comes to the gotaways, we know there are over 170,000 already, just 4 months into this year. So something to keep an eye on for sure. Right. They are taking down some of those aerostat blimps that track gotaways. So we'll see if those numbers kind of shift in the coming months, Dan.
All right. Sorry, I don't want to keep you from going. Just had, I knew that the audience and I wanted to know the answer to that question. So, Allie, we'll check back in with you. Everyone stick around. We're going to be following this throughout the hour. We've got law enforcement from around the country with us. That's coming up. Stick around. We are back with a special hour of a special show on the border. A crisis on the border, and we are continuing to follow live what is happening along the border. This is actually a look at the busiest sector of the southern border, believe it or not, San Diego, California. City led all other sectors in border encounters last month, a first in over 20 years for San Diego, experiencing about 6,000 more encounters than Tucson, Arizona. El Paso saw 30,000, and Del Rio saw about 10,000 encounters. So what we're trying to do in this hour is also provide you with information about what's actually happening there, right? You heard me ask Allie Bradley there, that live, as we were watching an incident that occurred in the last 20 minutes there along the border. What happens when the migrants get to San Diego, for example? Where do they go? What do they do? Let's bring in someone who's been reporting on this for years. Again, joining us is Sal Rivera in San Diego, correspondent with our border report. Sal, what happens?
Well, Dan, a few minutes ago, we told you about a group of 7 migrants, and I guess you can add 7 more to those Border Patrol encounters here along the southern border. In the last few minutes, a Border Patrol agent arrived. As we told you earlier, this family of 7 from Peru, Jaime Zapata, his 2 sons, wife, and 3 sisters had just arrived in this area known as the enforcement zone between the 2 border barriers here in this part of the San Diego sector. You can see the agent is over here. He has called for paramedics, a fire crew to lend medical help to 2 of the women who fell after trying to jump over the border barrier, landing, hurting their feet, their legs, and that's what we're waiting for right now for paramedics. Again, these are 7, but at any point here at this area called Whiskey 8 by Border Patrol agents, you can have as many as 300 migrants, asylum seekers waiting to get picked up by Border Patrol agents in this part of San Diego. Remember, this is one of several areas along the border where you see this type of activity on a daily basis. 7 here, you could have another 100 to the east, another 100 to the west. It's just part of life here in San Diego. Border Patrol agents say at times they feel they are overwhelmed with the numbers of people who show up. They wait, they come pick them up and take them to Border Patrol stations around San Diego for processing. This can take, depending on how busy those Border Patrol stations are, the wait for the migrants can be 2 hours or could be a few days.
But this is sort of the point, right? We picked a random day, right? This is not a special day. There wasn't something monumental happening today. This is just a day that we picked to do an hour special on the border live. and look at how much stuff we are seeing. Why? Because this happens every day. So this is also affecting police departments around the country, not just on the border. So let's bring in some of the folks on the front lines who are dealing with this on a daily basis. The police commissioner, Christopher Sapienza of the Yonkers, New York Police Department, Chief Brian Strokis of the Oak Brook, Illinois Police Department, Police Director Steve E. Wilson of the Trenton, New Jersey Police Department, Sheriff Mark Daniels, again, of Cochise County in Arizona. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much, all of you, for coming on. Commissioner Sapienza, look, you're in Yonkers, New York, right? You're nowhere near the border. And yet you were just telling me it's having an impact on you every day.
Thank you for having me, Dan. Yes, we're having an impact. We see what happens when the migrants actually get here and when they actually get here without a plan. And what we're seeing is not only the migrants that are being housed having issues, but we're seeing organized crime with migrants in some of our big shopping areas and commercial areas.
And Director Wilson, are you seeing that? And also, I would assume, problems with fentanyl and drugs?
Yes, thanks for having me, Dan. We are seeing a rise in overdoses with fentanyl involved in it. We have an increased amount of law enforcement Narcan administrations, and emergency medical services also have an increase in Narcan administrations.
Chief Strokis, again, we're keeping an eye live. You're seeing live pictures of the border. We're embedded with either sheriff's departments or border agents there as they are patrolling in the area. But Chief Strokis, again, Oak Brook, Illinois, not what people would typically think of as a border town, and yet you're feeling it.
Yeah, Dan, definitely. I'm 1,300 miles away from our southern border, but my officers are dealing with illegal migrant arrests on a daily basis. Since October 23rd of last year, we've had about 193 arrests in my jurisdiction, and half of those are illegal migrants. What's interesting is there was just an article in the Chicago Tribune on April 27th, and the title was "Migrant Arrests Are Up, but they're rarely accused of violent felonies." And while that statement might be true, we are seeing organized retail crimes. We have a large retail sector out here in Oak Brook. We're seeing these illegal migrants come out here in an organized manner and commit thefts and burglaries, and then they're released and they get arrested the next day. We've had numerous incidents where there's these illegal migrants that have been arrested 3, 4, 5 times in the past month. And it's just, it's a real problem for my agency because my agency hasn't gotten any larger, but we're dealing with twice the arrests that we were since October.
And Commissioner Sapienza, you were telling me it's quality of life stuff too, right?
It's quality of life. So the migrants that have come over to one specific hotel in Yonkers, New York, they're hotel rooms. They're not designed for long term. So you don't have kitchens, you don't have an area to walk outside. So obviously, people that live there go outside and they congregate and they block sidewalks and streets and they end up in the local businesses. And their calls for service because they're not happy either. And our calls for service have almost doubled in the past year.
Sheriff Daniels, we were talking before about gotaways over the last few years. Your area has a lot of it. Talk to us about it.
Well, we lead the nation, the Tucson sector, for gotaways. 15,000 to 16,000 a month is estimated of gotaways in the Tucson sector, which includes my county, Cochise. But with that gotaways, Dan, comes people from all over the United States. U.S. citizens come into Cochise County committing international crime to smuggle. In less than 28 months, Dan, we have booked 3,366 people for border-related crimes, to include murder here in Cochise County. And what's very important, only 190 were foreign-born or undocumented or illegally in the country. So these are U.S. citizens committing international crime. And that's what's sad, to include trafficking and smuggling fentanyl. Give you an example. 3 years ago, we had 6 million fentanyl pills seized in Arizona. Last year, 111 million fentanyl pills seized in Arizona and the 4 border counties here. That's the crisis in America.
Yeah, and Director Wilson, I know you're seeing that in Trenton, New Jersey.
Yes, Dan. In Trenton, New Jersey, it does affect our crime, and how it affects us as victims and as offenders here. Oftentimes, our immigrants are taken advantage of because they have no shelter, they have no bank accounts, they have money in their pockets, and they become targeted by other immigrants and people who are criminal-minded here. In fact, sometimes they call them walking ATMs, and it's becoming an issue.
You know, and it's interesting.
We're 7.5 square miles. We're not as big as the other cities.
I apologize for interrupting you. Yeah, I was just going to say that it's interesting that all of you are bringing up somewhat interrelated but somewhat different issues, depending on the perspective and depending on where you are in the country. Do we have Allie Bradley shot up? Can we put that up in Texas for a moment as we... All right, we don't have that one right now. Because Allie Bradley was on the scene at the beginning of this hour where they had just arrested 3 migrants. We're looking for 2 more. And she was going to head out with that team. So she must still be en route there. So let's do this. Let's get in another break. This is a full hour special on the border in crisis. We are live along the border showing you what's really happening. No politicians, no political talk. Those are actually the paramedics showing up. You heard Sal Rivera refer to the paramedics because 2 of the migrants were injured, jumping off the divider. This is a live special on NewsNation. We're coming right back. All right, guys, thank you for getting out of that commercial early because we want to go to this situation that's happening live. Again, this is in Hidalgo County, Texas. Allie Bradley, our border correspondent, is there, embedded with them. Allie, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, hey Dan. So we're going about 105 miles an hour. We are not in a pursuit, rather a response. They have 5 people who just breached the wall. We have already apprehended 2 of them on site, so we are rushing to get there before they get in a vehicle. If they get loaded up, then it becomes a bigger problem. So I'm going to let Lieutenant Olivares explain that a little bit. LT, we're heading to the wall. What's going on?
Yeah, so right now, Dan, of course, for the audience, the area that we're in right now, it's a very dynamic situation because as people cross the river, they're guided by other smugglers, and then they're able to breach the border wall in a matter of seconds and then get loaded up in a vehicle. So our response is, as a state police agency, we want to get there to provide support for Border Patrol so we can prevent the other smugglers loading them up in a vehicle where then they turn into a high-speed chase. So we're trying to get to that situation right now, but as you can see, it's a very dynamic situation. We can be in one area, and then we have to respond to another area to provide that support.
Now, LT, how many people are down here on the ground working this area? It's pretty big.
It's a very large area, and it's a very busy area because the river is so close to where we're at right now as far as infrastructure. So it's very easy for people to get across the river illegally and then go get loaded up in a vehicle. It's a matter of minutes. It's a very, very fast and dynamic situation.
Hey, Allie, can you ask the lieutenant there? You know, he mentioned that you want to get there before the smugglers are able to get anyone into a vehicle. Is this the kind of opportunity to potentially catch any of the smugglers?
LT, you can hear him, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we want to get there so we can actually arrest the smuggler. That is our primary goal as a state police agency, is to focus on the smuggler, to arrest them and take them to jail. And that's why we have to respond in these type of situations very quickly, because at times we lose them. That's why we talk about those gotaways. So if we're not there trying to respond to these situations, then we lose them.
Now,
and we don't want to do that.
We actually got a foot guide last night, LT, right?
Yeah, so I mean, of course, there's so many different aspects of the situation on the border, especially where we're at right now. And you've seen it throughout different states along the border. But where we're at right now, it's not only dealing with human smugglers that are driving vehicles, but also smugglers that are actually bringing people across the river, foot guides, or also known as coyotes, that are bringing people across so they can get loaded up in a vehicle. So multiple different situations happening all at once. It's a very coordinated and sophisticated operation that these cartels are operating.
Yeah, like the border agent said in our interview, the cartels are controlling the border, Dan.
We're going to stay with you. We're going to keep watching you there and wait until we see if you arrive there. But in the meantime, I want to bring back in Sheriff Mark Daniels from Cochise County, Arizona. As we're let's keep that video up, guys. I want to keep watching what they're doing there. But Sheriff, the reason I'm going to you obviously is because we got a lot of law enforcement on this show. But you're the one who deals with this on a regular basis. The goal there, as we just heard there from the lieutenant, is to catch the smugglers, right? Those are the ones that you're really after.
Yes. It truly is. These are the people coming from all over the country, Dan, coming to our county and counties throughout the 31 counties on the border here to commit this international crime. And then a lot of times they're bringing their criminal baggage with them, their drugs with them, their weapons with them. We've seen a huge uptick in weapons by smuggler drivers. And let me just say, they work for the cartels. They have no respect for these migrants. We've had 7-year-olds, children stuffed in trunks with the drivers going 100 miles an hour at 9 o'clock at night with no headlights in the opposite lane of traffic. We're protecting the migrants here, too, that are being trafficked and smuggled by these criminal cartels.
That's such a good point. I mean, it's such an important point to remember. That, you know, when people think of the folks at the border, law enforcement at the border, what are they doing? Oh, they're just trying to catch people crossing the border. No, you just heard the sheriff there. That's not the focus. The focus is to catch the smugglers.
That's right.
The ones who are organizing this, the ones who are spearheading it, the ones who are being paid for it, the ones who are enabling it. That's the real issue here as we continue to watch this happen in real time. Let me ask Commissioner Sapienza, who's here with me live from Yonkers, New York. You probably don't get this kind of view, right? I mean, you see the after effects in Yonkers.
Absolutely, but what we also see is the after effect based on the fact that there's no plan. You know, people are coming in, they're granting asylum. In 6 years, maybe they won't even get asylum, but what's the plan?
They're claiming asylum. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, did someone else want to get in there? Let me go then to Chief Strokas, also in Oak Brook, Illinois Police Department there. Have you actually had an opportunity, Chief, to be at the border itself?
I have not.
Yeah.
But we're seeing it out here.
That's what I'm saying.
On a daily basis.
Right. I'm just saying you're dealing with the after effects, right? You're dealing with the impact of it on a daily basis. And this is why I think that for all of us, you know, us in the media as well, it's really important to be able to see it happening, how much of it is happening in real time, how often it occurs. And, you know, it is a real challenge for law enforcement. What is going on there? It looks. Allie, can you?
A couple of migrants here.
Allie, let's go back to Allie Bradley.
Okay. Okay, hey guys, we just pulled over here. We're tracking that group that we were telling you about. So there's a couple individuals here, some single adults here that were just picked up by Border Patrol. We've just arrived on scene. Lieutenant Olivares, let's talk a little bit about kind of what's unfolding here. We literally just arrived, so we have not talked to Border Patrol, so we don't know much about these individuals.
Exactly. So we know now that we have two that Border Patrol was able to apprehend. But these individuals were able to breach the border wall in a matter of seconds. That's why how quick it is. Actually, we got to go. We got some more.
We got to go. We got to get some more, guys. All right, let's go.
Okay. Hey, Allie, once she's sitting down.
There's a guy trying to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allie. Okay, once you're sitting down.
We got to go where there's more.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, it seems
okay, there's more trying to get into a car.
Got it.
Let me follow this.
So we're heading down to go to respond to these individuals that are getting in the car. So Border Patrol's got those too. They don't need us there. So we're going to go where we're needed, and that's where these individuals are trying to load up into the car that Sergeant Caceres just got the tip on. So that's where we're heading. You actually see a Border Patrol motorcycle, dirt bike over here to our left. So we've got activity out here. We're following a Border Patrol car. A lot of activity here right now, Dan. So again, out here you have ATVs, you have horseback, you've got the helicopters, we have different lights over here. We've got another law enforcement vehicle that's searching in this area. So it looks like they kind of believe that somebody might be on foot in this area that we are traveling along. and we've got our windows down. We're looking out. We're trying to find if there's anybody out here. This is what we're up against. So like Lieutenant Oliveira says, these individuals are breaching this wall so quickly, a matter of seconds, and it is basically off to the races for these individuals, and they're hiding in this very thick brush. And look at this, this industrial. There are buildings everywhere. There are so many places to hide before these individuals are really picked up by these load vehicles. So that's what they're contending with down here. Like Lieutenant Oliveira says, it's a very dynamic situation. So again, we have multiple agencies on the ground right now. We are embedded with this elite brush team that, as you can see, they have to pivot and go in the vehicles and go after individuals that are getting into these smuggling vehicles before it can become a pursuit. And a bigger problem for law enforcement and also for the community. It's very dangerous when these pursuits go through these communities, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
So right now, that's what they're trying to prevent. Again, we've got a state entity here with Texas DPS under Governor Abbott's Operation Lone Star working hand in hand with the federal agents of Border Patrol. So that's what we're seeing unfolding right now. That is what they're doing every single night down here. This is what we did last night as well. But right now we are looking for people that are on foot that just breached the border wall, and we're trying to get them before they get into a loaded vehicle, a smuggling vehicle, and then end up basically going north towards San Antone, and then north from there into whatever stash house or whatever other area they kind of disappear into in the interior of our country.
And again, I think that it's worth repeating that the goal, the primary goal in these efforts is to get the smugglers, right? I mean, you heard the lieutenant there, Oliveris, refer to it. You heard Sheriff Mark Daniels refer to it. That is the, that's the ultimate goal here because, they're the ones who can make all of this happen. This has really been something as we're continuing to watch that here. This happens to be a Thursday. That's about all that makes today special. And we just decided it's important to see what's happening at the border on a typical day. And we got a little taste of it. That's all. That's all we saw, just a little bit. I want to also especially thank all of the police chief, Strokas, Director Wilson, Commissioner Sapienza, and Sheriff Daniels for joining us. That does it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. Banfield starts now.